To get started, I'm going to add my vanilla cake batter into an oven-safe bowl, which I've lined with parchment paper, and I'm also going to add some into an 8-inch round cake pan. I'm going to bake these off at 350 degrees until a toothpick inserted in the center comes out clean. Once my cakes have completely cooled, I'm going to remove them from their cake pans and begin to level them. Then I'm going to cut my dome cake in half so that I have 2 layers and I can fill them and stack them. Once my layers have been cut and leveled, I'm going to fill each layer with buttercream and stack one cake on top of the other. I've let my cake set in the freezer just so that it gets nice and firm, perfect for carving, and I'm going to start carving off the edges so that we have a rounder shape and less of a dome shape. I just want to carve it out until it starts looking more and more like a hat. I made a template of the hat's brim out of a cake board, and I'm going to measure about where I want the front to be, and then I'm going to carve where I want the back to be so that we have a flatter side on the back of the hat. Once I've finished carving my cake, I'm going to cover the entire thing in buttercream. Then I'm going to let that chill and give it a second coat of buttercream. Now I'm going to grab the brim template that I made out of cardboard, and I'm going to brush it with a little bit of corn syrup. Then I'm going to roll out my modeling chocolate and cover this entire board with the modeling chocolate, and this is going to be the hat's brim. I'm trimming away the extra modeling chocolate and smoothing it out with my fingers. After the second coating of buttercream has set, I'm going to grab my damp hands and smooth it around so that we have a really smooth surface. You don't want any lines or creases. I've rolled out some black fondant, and I'm going to roll this over the rolling pin and unroll it over the cake and cover the entire cake in the fondant. Using my hands, I'm going to smooth out the fondant around the cake and trim off the extra fondant from the bottom. I left a little bit of extra fondant on the bottom of the cake so when I placed it on the cake board it wouldn't slide up. So now I'm going to trim off that extra fondant. Now I'm going to bring the brim over and place it in the front of the cake. Using the ends of one of my paintbrushes, I'm going to create an indented line running from the front of the cake all the way to the back center, and then I'm going to create 2 running across diagonally, and this is just going to represent the stitching lines that a hat has, and it has exactly 6 of them. Then using my stitch tool, I'm going to create a stitch line on either side of each indentation. Then I'm also going to add some stitching around the border of the brim. Using some more of my red modeling chocolate, I'm going to create the little button in the center top of the hat, and I'm also going to create what they're called our eyelets, and there's 6 of them in between each of the 6 panels of the hat. Now I'm going to add the Chicago Bulls logo to the center of the cake, so I'm just brushing it with corn syrup so that the logo sticks. Okay, so I wasn't happy with the way the logo looks, so I removed it and I remade the logo, this time adding some modeling chocolate to the back, and this way the logo actually pops a lot more. And I did that with the rest of my logos. I added the New Era logo to the side of the hat and the NBA logo to the back of the hat. Now for the final touch, I'm going to add the New Era sticker that every cap has. And our fitted cap cake is complete. This was so much fun to make. We have the Bulls logo, the New Era sticker, in the back we have the NBA logo, and on the side we have the New Era logo. It looks like a real fitted cap. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned for my weekly videos. Bye bye!